Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. So today I'm reviewing, I've had them for weeks, I just couldn't be bothered to review them. Picked them up from Own Bargains, so they are in at Own Bargains, or they were. Higsons Brown Ale, and it appears through what somebody said on the internet that TJ Morris, otherwise known as Home Bargains, have bought this brewery and brewing the beer out of it. So I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know, I'm wrong most days. Yeah. Got a date of 25 on the date. So flipping good date on it. 3.4%. I really am not a fan of this 3.4% rubbish. I know it's all down to, I don't put my blame. I left the magnifying glass up the house. Let me get my phone out so I can actually light the back up. Oh, no, wrong one. Here we go. So, a classic Northern Brown Ale, dark in colour and low in bitterness. The malty and nutty flavours are to the fore, with a slight clove and lightly bittered finish from First Gold and Golding's British hops. A very drinkable brown ale. So brewed at the Baltic Triangle in Liverpool, Higsons and Belfast. So yeah, so both in Belfast and in Liverpool. So it is what it is on that side of things, whether it's a real brewery or not these days, or just something that Home Bargains are doing. We shall see. Anyway, I've got no preconceptions with this. It is what it is, whatever it comes out. Let's just hope the beer's nice. You know, sometimes we can form an opinion before we've even drank the beer, both in good form and bad. You know, you get your latest hype brewery, you know, the latest Verdant, or the latest, say, Bang the Elephant near me. And then you get the beer, and it can be, you know, you've hyped it so much that it can actually be underwhelming. And then the same on the other side of flip side of it is you get a beer like this or a Brewdog, and you expect it to be rather shite, and it turns out to be decent. So we'll see. So tonight is Thursday night. You won't see this till possibly Saturday. This Saturday I'm going out into Hucknall to the Lincoln Green Beer Festival. Lincoln Green, the makers of Raggy's Golden Ale on that top shelf. So there's the beer, there's the pour. A lot of carbonation coming off the bottom, if you can see that on camera. Yeah, you can just about see it. It's what do you call that, a brown pour? Like a dark amber pour, really. With a couple of centimetre and a half of fluffy right edge. Caramel malt aroma. Slight sweetness on the aroma as well. It's got a thin taste to it. Is that from the ABV that's doing that? I mean, 3.4 isn't far off that what they call table beer. Anything from 2 to 3, isn't it? So, you know, it could be classed as that. And it seems to be the trend these days with a lot of breweries with this 3.4. If it works and it delivers a beer that delivers a good body, good aroma, and tastes good, then that's a fantastic thing. If it doesn't and it delivers a pissy wee beer that is it neither here nor there, then, then there's a thing about that. I'd love to see what people's thoughts are of this 3.4. For some people who are trying to lower their ABV consumption, it's possibly a good thing. To others, they'll look at the 3.4 and think, yeah, all it is duty. Lowering the duty that they pay out, these breweries pay out, so there's more profit, but still charge you the same amount for what they were going to charge you for a 4%. I'll say this, it tastes better than Newcastle Brown. Get yourself a bottle of Nuki Brown, and if this is still in on Home Bargains, I don't know. I literally don't bother going to the supermarkets these days for my beer. And I've been also running down the beer reviews because, to be honest, shorts still do well. I've learnt with shorts how to do it, and the quickish beer reviews, they're a waste of time. The views are crap, so I'm better off going back to like the beer with raggies and stuff, and then doing a beer review. You try these things, don't you? Sometimes they work, and sometimes I like the beer with raggies because it's I can do something. Call out breweries, call out trends in beer. I mean, I was hoping to do a showcase. I was hoping to do a beer haul tonight and a showcase. I thought the beers would have arrived, well, to be honest, yesterday. And today's May the 2nd. Is it May the 2nd? Yeah. Still not bloody arrived. And no bloody emails either. So, yeah, in my review of that, I will point that out. But hey, hopefully they'll arrive tomorrow, ready for the weekend. And then I can start reviewing the beers that I've got coming. 8 new beers for the channel. And to be honest, with the way I'm going these days, doing 1 or 2 beer reviews a day, the beer wall's lasting a hell of a lot longer. I mean, them days where I'm doing 3 or 4 in a day, that's a lot of money, just on beer. Good thing is I've got a shed load of homebrew. I've got another one to bottle up tomorrow. So on the homebrew front, I'm pretty well good. So bringing back the beer with raggies and just discussing the world of beer is a good thing. I think anyway. Hopefully. Anyway, give this a chance to breathe now. Still carbonating. I'm not sure who told me. I think it might have been Mr. Mersey Bears. Said that these are actually so there we go. Is Higsons Brewery owned by Home Bargains? Yeah. Home Bargains also saved Love Lane from closure. got to be honest. As long as the beer is still good, then does it matter? Especially if a brewery was going to close. I suppose it's different in the Beavertown and Brewdog. Whereas Beavertown were bought by Heineken, and Beavertown now, yes, they claim to be the biggest craft beer brewery in the UK. I'm not sure how they worked that out. I actually thought Brewdog was bigger. Are their beers any better? No, not really. No, it's all standard fare. Brewdog, again, some of their stuff's lovely, and then a lot of it is shite. And again, a macro brewery, and some of how they treat their staff and all that. It's obviously been well documented, and I know that a lot of beer reviewers jumped on bandwagons to discuss it and all that. Although, when the documentary came out last year, I mean, to me, I would only actually listen to somebody like Hopsy who knows what he's fucking talking about. Others sitting discussing it, and you know, I'd rather listen to somebody who's got a lot more experience in that. You know, I mean, I've been following the beer scene since properly since 2000 and probably 11, but only the supermarket beer scene at the time, 2010 even. But obviously other people and other people know a lot more than me, and it is what it is on that side of things. You know, I know what I know, and I'm good with that. I'm good knowing what I know, and in a lot of ways I don't want to know things as well. You know, sometimes ignorance can be bliss. To not know stuff, you know, sometimes and I don't just mean in the beer sense, I mean like even in a work sense, sometimes you just don't want to know some of the cloak and dagger stuff that's going off behind your back, and just do your work and be blissfully unaware. Although it's nice to always know if someone really hates you, but what can you do about it half the time? Not much, really. But yeah. So, as we can see, oh, fucking hell, my neck. It is quite a dark brown there. From this side, it looks amber, a dark amber. But oh. I've got to be honest. Whereas Nuki Brown tastes like a medicated fucking beer these days, and it is shite. It is absolutely crap as a beer. It joins the ranks of Doom Bar, Bombardier, Hobgoblin Ruby. I've not tasted it for Hobgoblins. Green King IPA as crap, mega brewed beers, but they're crap. Every single one of them is a crap beer, you know. And Nuki Brown, obviously. Whether they sell a lot or not, they are crap beers. And I suppose on that list as well, I mean, it'll upset some people, but Guinness is a bland stout. I don't mind Guinness, but you see these people, influencers, I love Guinness, and Guinness influencer and whatnot, posting pictures of Guinness in different pubs, and it's like, it's fucking Guinness. It's black. It's got a white head. For God's sakes, it's Guinness. Yeah. The only versions of Guinness that are really interesting are the Foreign Extra or the West Indies Porter. Yes. Or in America, that are some of their Imperial Stouts that they do with Guinness Imperial Stouts. Wow. They're actually amazing. But normal Guinness is a bland stout. Mass-produced stout like your Doom Bars and all them aforementioned beers. They're very bland and boring. So it's turned out from a beer review into me slagging off breweries. Oh, well, is what it is. Sometimes I think I play too nicely at times. And, you know. Could you imagine you ripping apart the local breweries and then going out somewhere and, oh, you be slagging my beer off, you. Oh, dear. Yeah. Although if it's bad, I've told him it's bad. He says that your beer was not right. But then again, with me, and I don't know about every beer reviewer, but with me, people look at my face and they know straight away that the beer's not right. You didn't like that beer, did you? And I'm like, no. Yeah. And I'm trying to be nice, but the face gives it away anyway. So, yeah. I can't help having that sort of face that just does not tell a lie. The face don't. I might say something and try and be nice about how the beer is, and as best there's like I said, there's always a way of saying something without being rude and horrible, you know. I mean, I could review my 2 colleagues at work today, and I could say that they've took the absolute royal piss. They painted 2 benches, and that's a day's work. I could paint 2 benches on my own in the time they've done that. So, yeah. In a blinkered world, and it in some ways, going off slightly off the beer tangent here, in a world where we're blinkered, where we're not seeing everything, and in the news you don't hear everything in the news. We're only seeing the news that they want to feed to us, not half the stuff that's going off that yeah. I was thinking about something then, but yeah, conspiracy theories and all that rubbish. So anyway, let me grab an hay fever tablet, because today, for the first time this year, I was struggling with hay fever. Now here's the thing, I also suffer with prickly heat. I have done for donkey's years. I always thought it was washing powder, and then someone says, you want to take hay fever tablets, that'll stop the itching, and I'm like, what? Because I take hay fever tablets anyway. So for me, cytizine stops the itching. Loratadine calms the hay fever down. So I do it this time of the year, and now onwards, possibly 1 a day of each, just to help me through the worst parts of the year. 1 to stop me itching, because all of a sudden I'm itching now thinking about it. But and again, sometimes it's just in your mind how you are. I like beers like this because it's a big supermarket. You're not going to hurt their brand, whatever you say. If it was crap, you're not going to hurt their brand. Why? Because people will buy the hell out of it. If it's at a price and it's new, they're going to buy it anyway. Doesn't matter what any beer reviewer does or says. Doesn't matter a Scooby-Doo. As it is, it's alright. Would I drink it again? No. Not in a chance. But saying that, it's an okay beer to give it a go. Thank God I'm not doing scores anymore. I just gave up on the scores. You know, I'm trying to keep the beer reviewing thing going. Not because I'm thinking of giving up. But I look at scores. Scores mean zilch. Really, did I enjoy the beer? Would I drink it again? No, I won't drink it again. No. Did I enjoy it? It's okay. Oh dear. Don't sneeze on camera. So I've had a good natter. You know, I've had a day today. I've worked ridiculously hard. I'm 53 this year, and I've worked ridiculously hard. I really care about what I do. I would like to think that I'm on similar money to what the handyman's on, because I work much, much harder than them, and I absolutely care about what I do. And I'm at that crossroads where I'm going to take off the gloves and start pointing out the wrongs and saying, why are you doing it this way? There's an easy way, and then there's a way of doing a job to make it look like you're working and you're taking multiple days to do a job, and when we all know that you're taking the piss, and the piss has been royally took for a long while, and nobody's said anything. And but the problem is, I see it and it winds me up, and I'm trying not to get wound up, trying not to take notice, but I can't help myself, you know. And I had this in the old job, but he was a nasty individual as well. But he was manipulative. He was bone idle. He did work nonetheless. But he certainly didn't do anywhere near as much as making out he was doing. And the problem is, and they knew what he was like. Where I am now, I think the blinkers are on. And none of them will say anything. And then the problem is that I do say stuff, and it does wind me up, and I can't fucking hold my gob. But then again, I remember when I worked at City Council. You say something, and then you're the one that gets ganged up on. Like you're the bad person. So it's I don't know. And then you start to feel negative about the job. I've put so much effort in over 4 years, nearly 4 years now. So much effort in, and like, you know, when you really care, and then now there's two handymen, and it's like, what? Don't understand it. And we're coming into a really busy time of the year, and I can always, there's always work you can do. Said handyman turns around, oh, when there's a wedding and I can't do anything. We might as well fuck off home then and lose your hours. Because if you're not doing anything, you might as well go home. Me, always work to do, and I'm good at stealth as well. Lots of years working, and I've been able to work out of the way, so I can see what's good. I can see the weddings and that, but I'm out of the way from it. There's always something. There's always a job. Every workplace, I suppose, is the same, isn't it? There's always somebody who takes the mick. I mean, at the moment, it's a struggle because the growing season is at its worst at the moment. It's strong. The edges, you know, because we've had all the rain this winter and spring, and now the bit of warmth, and they're growing like a nutter, but it's strong, thick growth that we hadn't had for years. And the edge trimmer is suffering like hell. It's struggling to get through it. So if you haven't done your hedge at home, get on your bloody edge and get it cut. because if it's a privet edge, or any edge really, but certainly a privet edge, thick growth is really tough to get through. A little bit of gardening there. So I've got to be honest, I've enjoyed this. I won't drink it again. No, not at all. Better than Nuki Brown though. So if you like a brown ale and you're okay with that 3.4% ABV, that is better than Nuki. There you go. Cheers on.